let me know, and we can go ahead and get this lesson on non-traditional lines of credit going, which will be able to help you so that you can qualify for a home if you have no credit, or if you're not quite sure what to do with credit, or you didn't jacked up your credit, or you tired of asking your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your sister, your cousin, your brother to give you some level of credit. Okay, so what we're going to break down in here are non-traditional lines of credit, different ways that you can report non-traditional lines of credit, and how you can use these programs, one in particular, to help you with qualifying for a home, because everybody or every loan product does not always use these different methods, and everybody's not always giving you the tea and what you need to know so you can be successful in this world of home buying. So if you don't know me, my name is Shannon, the credit realtor. I specialize in helping financially and credit challenge renters, buyers, and sellers become mortgage ready by educating you on finances, credit, and everything in between so that you can qualify for a home. We are going to touch on non-traditional lines of credit, different mortgage products that allow you to use non-traditional lines of credit, and different ways that you can report the lines of credit, as well as the bills that they will allow you to use for non-traditional lines of credit. So when we're talking about non-traditional lines of credit, we're talking about credit that does not regularly report to your credit report. We're not talking about regular credit cards. We're not talking about paying for secured loans. We're not talking about, having a cosigner, meaning where somebody else is getting a line of credit and you're paying for it. We're not talking about that. We're talking about using different methods of things that you already have, things that you do every single day to help you qualify for a home. Did you know that this was possible? Let me know. Did you know or didn't you know? Okay. So if you didn't know, some examples of non-traditional lines of credit are things that you do every single day, unless you don't. And then we got a different conversation. So it's paying for your rent. It is paying for your insurance, right? Car insurance, life insurance. It is tuition, paying a tuition bill for school, college, okay? It is, yeah, I know people didn't know. That's why I'm letting y'all know. I'm going to come and let y'all know what it is, okay? It is utility bills, okay? That can be water, sewer, electric, whatever it is, okay? Rent to own. Or in some cases, some people, what we used to call layaway. The difference between the rent to own and layaway is layaway, you will buy it, they will box it up and lay it away while you paid for it. Walmart, back in the day, Value City. Don't act like y'all don't know about Value City. My mom used to be in Value City every season. Every school year was like the big shop. I was hype every year. Rent to own is going to be when you maybe get the item and you're paying for it as you're renting it. So typically with rent to own, you're going to be, maybe it's like a couch, maybe it's from like errands or someplace like that. So these are all different lines that you can use to qualify for, or use as non-traditional lines of credit to help you qualify for a home. This is how you can qualify potentially for a mortgage without credit. I'm going to say that one more time. This is how you can qualify for a home without credit. Okay, so when you hear these stories of people saying, oh, I did all these different things, this is one of the ways that you do it. The thing is, you learn how to do it and you use it if you have to, but if you don't have to, then do it another way. And I just want to put this disclaimer out there. This non-traditional line of credit is going to be beneficial if you don't have time to work on your regular credit. Okay, there's nothing that's going to beat having a strong, regular, traditional credit score. But we talking about non-traditional lines, okay? So what you have to be able to prove is that you've had this, or that you've been making these payments for at least 12 consecutive pays, or 12 months on time. On time. Whether that's bank statements, receipts, whatever it is. They don't want to see late payments and late fees sprinkled throughout. Yes, I heard an ad the other day, and I probably hear it again when I go out in the living room to watch TV. Where they were going to start allowing streaming payments to count for non-traditional lines of credit. And and this is similar to how Experian Boost works. Okay, so what Experian Boost does, and again, you should only be utilizing Experian Boost if you know you've been paying your stuff on time. But what Experian Boost does is it allows you to connect your bank statement, and they're going to look through, like the AI, the algorithm, the bot that is going to look through the bank statement, and it's going to look for specific details in your credit report, and then they're going to say, ooh, this counts, let's apply it to the credit report. And the thing that I often see, particularly in my field, is, and if you don't know, I own a credit repair company, okay? But I specialize in helping credit challenged individuals become mortgage ready, which is why I'm sharing this information with you, okay? So that you can know what you need to do to get yourself together so we can get you qualified for a house, either connect you with a realtor, or I can help you with purchasing a house or selling a home, because you can't buy another one if you can't sell the one you're in, okay? So anyway, they're looking to see what's happening on your report. This is what the AI is doing. This is what the bot is doing. But you need to understand what your regular everyday credit report is. You need to be looking at your FICO credit report. Do not go and look at Credit Karma thinking that just because Credit Karma has a 700 or a 650 or whatever, that is going to be what your FICO is, because it is not. FICO score model, Vantage score model, two different things. They're going to be using your FICO score, okay? FICO score model is what they're using for houses, okay? So if your credit score, let's say your highest credit score, because you have 3 scores. Let's say your highest credit score is your Experian, and you do an Experian boost. Why? Because what they're looking for is your mid score. So now you have set your Experian so much further ahead of your other 2 that the impact of it wasn't beneficial, unless you pulled your FICO, because what you're trying to uses FICO scoring, Experian FICO scoring, to qualify you. If that's not the case, then you need to make sure that you understand what you're doing. As long as you have a bank statement, receipt, and let's say you're a person who uses money orders, you use all checks because you're old school and you don't trust debit cards. As long as you have those clear copies or those receipts, ideally, whatever you can show in the bank is what they want to see. Lenders want to see money in the bank. Lenders want to see bank statements. That's how come when they qualify you for a house, they ask for all pages. They don't want you to cut out anything. If the bank statement says 1 through 10 and page 10 is blank, they still want page 10. Okay? So those are things. Now, just be mindful. Experian Boost is one of the ways that you can report your non-traditional lines of credit, which is why we're talking about it, okay? Now, but understand this. There's no guarantee that Experian Boost is going to boost. So if in the way that you might need it. I just gave you the example. If your highest score is Experian and you're trying to boost your TransUnion or Equifax, then doing Experian Boost ain't going to work, right? Because your mortgage lender is going to use your mid score. They're using the score that falls in the middle numerically, okay? So that's one way that you can report non-traditional lines of credit. Or you can keep really good record and you can provide it to the lender. Again, those lines of credit can include rent, insurance, college tuition payments, not student loans, but college tuition payments, because student loans already report on your credit, utility bills, and rent to own options, okay? If you can't prove it, you're better off going with traditional credit. 12 months of reporting this is the goal, okay? Now, if you need to boost maybe TransUnion or Equifax, because everything doesn't report everywhere, then your best bet is to utilize a company like rentreporters.com or Rock the Score. Those two are going to allow you to boost TransUnion and Equifax. Both of them do cost. Rent Reporters is $94.95 to start, and it's $9.95 per month. You will need your lease and your ID. So this is not just something that you can just make up, like wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, let me go ahead and just log in and make up some information like Kermit the Frog. Okay, you're going to need your ID and a lease with your name on it. Not your name on it, okay? But all jokes aside, you're going to need something that has your lease and an ID, okay? And a legitimate lease. Don't go try to have somebody draft up a fake lease, y'all. We know. I done seen some stuff. I done seen fake pay stubs, fake leases. We done seen all kinds of fakeness, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it, okay? It just takes too much effort, okay? Rock the Score is able to report for 24 months. It's going to be $25, or it can be $99, and it does historic reporting, which is going to be the past, and that's going to be $8.95 per month. I am going to start the credit building for home buying series, and we are going to cover 6 different topics, everything from understanding how to read your credit report to understanding student loans, down to debt reduction. We doing credit building, home buying, qualifying with student loan debt, we're covering it all. We are not leaving you with any excuse as to why you cannot do better with your finances. And that's something that I will be doing as a video series that you are welcome to gain access to on the low. What I'll do now is I'll open up the floor for questions for anyone who may be here, and I'm going to scroll back up through the comments. Let me know y'all still here with me. Drop them houses and them credit card emojis. If you guys have questions, then we'll go ahead and go from there. Can you use a cable bill? I think we did answer that, that they're allowing you to use streaming networks for non-traditional lines of credit. We got to do better. We're going to reach and do what we need to do. Want to see more people be homeowners. Want to see more people have control over their finances so you can do whatever it is that you feel like you want to do. Okay? And maybe you don't want to be a homeowner, but you can still fix your credit. Yeah. You can still fix your credit. Okay? I would like to get help with starting the home buying process, and I would love to help you. I'm going to give you a link for you to schedule a free consultation with me, and I'll take a look at your credit and I can let you know what's what. So I'm able to I'll be able to do that with you. Okay? And thank you for being here. All right, looks like everybody's good. So again, my name is Shannon, the Credit Realtor Payton. I specialize in helping credit challenged renters, home buyers, and home sellers become financially literate so that you can qualify for a mortgage. And I've been able to get that done within a year. Thank you for joining me. Be sure to click the link, download the full list so that you can have access to that and this recording.